New tonight, the University of Virginia's online systems are back up and running after a cyber attack from China. Find out what anyone with a UVA password needs to know to protect their private information. Plus, K-9 teams from all across the country are searching for human remains in an Albemarle County lake. But this is all just a drill. We will show you the action. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Matt Talhelm. Your news at 6 starts right now.
Live in high definition from the area's most experienced news team. This is NBC 29 HD News at 6.
First tonight, the Charlottesville and University of Virginia communities are mourning the death of civil rights activist Julian Bond. Bond was on the front lines of protests in the 1960s that led to the nation's landmark civil rights laws. He also served as chairman of the NAACP. Bond taught at the University of Virginia for 20 years. He died Saturday night at his home in Florida at the age of 75. Tonight, many members of the University of Virginia community are expressing their condolences on social media. From its main Twitter account, UVA tweeted, "The university mourns the passing of Julian Bond, a civil rights champion and professor emeritus who touched many lives at UVA." Dean of Students Alan Groves tweeted, "Sad to hear of the passing of civil rights legend Julian Bond. I had the privilege of speaking with him often when he taught at UVA." And Bond's former students are also sharing their memories. One alum tweeted, "I feel particularly blessed that Chairman Julian Bond taught so many of us about the civil rights movement." Another shared of Bond, his ability to engage room and to not underestimate the ability of students to care inspired me to teach. Julian Bond retired as professor emeritus from the University of Virginia in 2012 after teaching more than 5,000 students. Tonight, he is being remembered for his service on grounds and in the Charlottesville community. NBC 29's Rob Manch is live at UVA with reaction. Rob? Okay, Rob Manch live on grounds at the University of Virginia tonight. Thank you, Rob. Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe is remembering Bond for his courage fighting for equality. In a statement, the governor says, in part, Julian Bond showed what a life of purpose means and what it can accomplish when we vote, when we speak out against injustice, when we pursue an education for ourselves and our children. We honor his name. You can read the governor's full statement at NBC29.com. New tonight, the University of Virginia says it has successfully upgraded online security following that cyber attack from China. UVA started the upgrade Friday night after learning more than 2 months ago that hackers got into the university's IT system. All e-services users now have to change their passwords. The university says there's no indication personal information or sensitive research material were compromised. UVA says the security upgrades done this weekend will help prevent future cyber attacks. We are learning new details tonight about the cause of Saturday's widespread flight delays. The FAA says a software upgrade is possibly to blame for that technical glitch. The issue delayed outbound flights from the Charlottesville-Albemarle Airport. The FAA says the upgrade was designed to provide more tools for flight controllers at its high-altitude radar facility in Leesburg. Well, that new software and its features have been turned off until the problem is fixed. Overall, 492 flights were delayed and 476 canceled Saturday. NBC 29 covering Virginia tonight. Opponents of the Atlantic Coast Natural Gas Pipeline are joining grassroots groups in 8 states for a rally this week. The Hands Across Our Land event will take place Tuesday. Protesters from Texas all the way to Virginia will join hands at specific times throughout Tuesday afternoon and into the evening to create a symbolic blockade. They are raising awareness of the fight to protect private lands from being taken for natural gas.
Purpose is to show.
Hands Across Our Land will take place Tuesday at several locations from Augusta County to Charlottesville. Tonight, search dogs and their handlers are better prepared to respond to a drowning victim after a weekend-long training in Albemarle County. A national K-9 search and rescue organization brought those teams to Chris Green Lake to help them develop their water rescue skills. NBC 29's Rachel Menitoff is live in the newsroom now with that story. Good evening, Rachel. Rachel Menitoff live in our Charlottesville newsroom tonight. Thank you, Rachel. Tomorrow night, Charlottesville City Council will consider regulations for people who rent out their homes through websites like Airbnb. The proposed transient occupancy resolution would require a homeowner to let the city know how many guests they rent to and how that would impact their neighborhood. The city says this system is creating more options for travelers and new income for homeowners. However, counselors are concerned it could disrupt neighborhoods if left unregulated.
Overwhelmingly,
If council approves that resolution, a homeowner would need to let the city know how many people they rent to and how that will impact the neighborhood. Charlottesville City Council will also continue discussing the future of West Main Street. The goal is to relieve traffic and balance the mix of drivers, bicyclists, and pedestrians. The University of Virginia is now weighing in on its concerns when it comes to emergency vehicles getting through all that congestion on West Main. The proposed changes for City Council to review tomorrow night come with an estimated $30 million price tag. 2 Augusta County communities rank in the top 10 best places in Virginia for first-time home buyers. Consumer finance website NerdWallet released its rankings. It calculated it all based on housing cost, value appreciation, and the community's prosperity. Fishersville came in at the very top of the list. Stewart's Draft ranks as the 6th best place in Virginia for first-time home buyers. We've posted a link at NBC29.com where you can find out why those communities placed in the top 10.